Everyone who knows about the space explorations remembers the United States with NASA making the step on the moon, winning the space race, and more recently with private initiatives. We have SpaceX, which manages to develop reusable rockets. So, just like before, the United States is leading space exploration, right? Actually not. On the other side of the world, there is a country making huge advances in space, with almost unlimited budget for missions and long-term profit goals. In other words, they don't mind spending massive amounts of money until it works. Something that might seem crazy to us, but for Confucian thinking and for the mindset of dictatorship, it makes perfect sense. This is China's space plan. China has two main objectives. First, to become the greatest space power in the world, surpassing the greatest leader, the United States. Second, to colonize and make the moon profitable, especially the extra-drink helium-3. Nuclear fusion is far more powerful than any other form of energy, almost like unlimited energy. If China masters this, it would gain a massive advantage other nations. Helium-3 can be found mining the moon, and China has already sent a rocket there to map helium-3 deposits. Now let's break down their phase. Phase 1. Consolidation. Send technonauts in space, launch robots to the moon, build rockets, satellites, and their CPS system. They achieve all these goals. This phase was about making China a consolidated global space power, proving they had the knowledge to build space technology independently, while also becoming autonomous in military space capability. Having consolidated this, they moved on to expansion. Phase 2. Expansion. This is the current phase. Built their own space station, successfully completed, expand lunar activities, bring back lunar sample with helium-3, and test technologies for a future lunar base, like 3D printing. Aboard the China space station, they also plan to land technonauts on the moon this year, something I really want to see. And at the same time, they are expanding their military presence in space. The goal is clear: to position China as the leader in space exploration. If they succeed in all this objective, they will dominate multiple sectors of space technology, leading into this next phase. Phase 3. Leadership and colonization. Build a lunar base with Russia, establish strong leadership and diplomacy in space, and create infrastructure on the moon. This phase is still in planning, and much of it sounds futuristic, but one time you tell if the dragon can execute at all. With their Confucian philosophy, following knowledge, long-term thinking, and state-driven administration, China is making bold advances in space exploration. Meanwhile, the United States is taking a different path through private initiative, with companies like SpaceX driving major progress. But that is another thing to another video. Subscribe and see you later, Space Cowboy.